Thinking about the sun hanging up on the wall. Let's say everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be
Good morning.
alright. Nobody's gotta worry about nothing. Don't go hitting that panic button. It ain't near as bad as you think. Everything's gonna be alright. 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 There ain't no doubt it's gonna work out. Come on, sing it with me. There ain't no doubt it's gonna work out.
Hey, Mike, since you are the host, I can't make anybody else a co-host, so you need to do that for me. I moved a bunch over to panelists, but it won't let me make them co-host.
Come on and sing it with me. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Nobody's gotta worry about nothing. Don't go hitting that panic button. It ain't near as bad as you think. Everything's gonna be alright. Alright. Everything's gonna be alright. 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 Everything's gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright.
Mamma mia, going up. Say what?
Sorry, a little disorganized this morning.
The good news is we are streaming live on YouTube, and it's all working within the app like it's supposed to finally.
That is awesome. Were you able to promote other people to co-host?
Yes, everyone should be a co-host that is on thus far, but I don't see Joe. I don't see Jeff.
On the panelist side.
Let me see if they're in. Hold on. We have to promote Jeff. Hold on.
Thomas, say it says to me, if I do more, I can do is chat. Weather channel likes pushing shit to me, it drives me crazy. Oh, my glasses. One second.
Craig, is it because you're logged in using your name instead of the training room?
Well, I'm logged in as training room.
But you're also as yourself too.
Well, I'm on two different devices, but the training room is the main one that's logged in. That's what I'm controlling everything through.
Gotcha. That might be why Craig can't promote or change some of the status.
He should, but he's your co-host though, so I thought you'd still be able to do that, but maybe not. I have to look at those settings. All right, so who are we missing? We're missing Diener, right?
He's in because you said good morning. Yeah, you made me a co-host, not the host, so that's why I can't do anything.
Oh. Well, I'm afraid if I make you the host, it may kick us off YouTube Live because I'm streaming right now from mine based on being the host. What? I don't see Joe on here.
He sent a chat this morning and said, good morning.
Oh, there he is. All right.
I'm here. Oh, Deb Haley's not on yet.
There he is. So let me make.
You gotta log in as Deb Haley. Thank you, Dad. Oh, that was Dad. Jessica, I like your background.
All right. There is. Joe should be a co-host now, and then we're missing Deb and Kat.
Good morning.
Hello, Thomas. Hello, Joe.
Morning.
Deborah
Morning.
Haley.
I'm sitting here waving my hand.
Turn your video on.
Morning.
We didn't want to call on you, Joe.
I see. It's okay.
We need Jeff, Kathleen, and Deborah.
Jeff's on.
He is?
Yeah, I made him a co-host.
He ain't showing up. There he is.
Deb's on, and she's a co-host, and we need Kat.
Got his Wayfarers on. He's cruising down the road in the Cadillac.
I do not see Kat unless she's logged on something else. Yeah, there's no Kat right now.
Morning, Deb.
Good morning.
So I am co-hosting so I can share my screen, which would be awesome. I got some fun things to do today. I think you'll have fun with them today. Guys, June 30th. It's the last day of the month. And I'm just not going to say anything until I get to the slide to show you. I'm going to start with some quotes because I like to start with those. 6 ways to get better. Here they are. Number 1, be humble and be hungry. That's something Matthew and I talk about all the time. He says, I want you to be satisfied with where you are, but hungry for more. Because it takes all the joy out of life. If all you are is excited about the future, you got to enjoy the now. So be satisfied with where you are now, but be excited about the future. Right? I like that little point. Focus on your strengths and what matters most. You know, I think we're getting more zeroed in on what it takes to be successful in the real estate game. Focus becomes the most important. And you can strengthen any avenue of this business that you want with determination and focus. And with the skill set that we've delivered as a management team, any one of us can help you do that. Tune out the distractions. Oh my God, that's the next level university slide with the blinders on the horse. There are so many distractions. Tune them out. That's a big one for us during these times because everything works. And if you don't focus on something, you're going to be in trouble. See life and people as teachers you can learn from each day. And that's learn what to do and what not to do. Because I'll tell you, I'm going to show you some things in a few minutes that these are people you can learn from. And then there's a whole bunch of people that you should not be learning from. Help others get better. Once again, a great thought during these times, right? Collaboration helps. And the 6th thing, and ways to get better, is to care more. Put more time, effort, and passion into your work and your life. And I know that we all have more time because we have less travel. So just having less travel alone, I was talking to my doctor friend this morning. He was talking about going to the gym, and it was, you know, by the time he got ready, dressed, and got to the gym, it was an hour at the gym. And by the time you drive home and get showered, it's another hour. So that was a 3-hour experiment to get to the gym. I just go downstairs. Actually, I'm going to go downstairs right after this class, and I'm going to do a 45-minute Peloton ride, and it will take me 45 minutes. And then I'll shower, so I'll get that same 3-hour time done in, you know, an hour because I'll take a shower, right? So we all have more time, which gives us more time to care. And I think care is it. I've had a lot of, what elevates to my desk is your troubles, right? And I talk to these people, and my God, I get it, they're stressed. But if you just start with an idea, a passion of just be kind and don't hurt anyone. Nobody's out to get anybody. Yes, transactions have bumps along the road, but be kind and don't hurt anyone is a really good message. And if you say that to somebody, it kind of disarms them a little bit and they go, oh, I mean, you're not trying to hurt me? No, we're not purposely screwing up this transaction to try to make sure that your movers have to go someplace else. You know, that was never the intention, but it's called shit happens. So just remember, be kind and don't hurt anyone. And those are nice little thoughts for today. All right, you ready? Drum roll, please. You know I love doing these reports, right? So I opened it up this last night to January 1 through June 26th of 2019. We did 1,719 open contracts for $512 million in volume, or $12.3 million in gross closed commission. Right? Look at that. 512 million is $500 million. We've never broken $1 billion before. And remember, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, good. Fourth quarter, suck. Historically, I've just seen that happen time and time again. The game is changing now. We lost our spring selling season. We were quarantined, lockdown, people freaking out. But, and this is amazing, January 1 through June 26 of 2020, we did 1,391 open sides. So down about 300 sides, 328 sides. 328 as a percentage of 1719. 328 into 1719 divide 19%. So our sales units are down 19% after a global pandemic that has rocked the world. We're down 19%. And I just want to say thank you, Thomas. You said it really well. We've just been blessed that we're only down 19%. Think about bars that just got shut down again. I mean, these guys are going to be down 80, 90%. But the shining sword here, the shining light, is we did $12 million in open business January through June 26th. We did 11 million in January. I mean, $1 million off. So $1 million as a percentage of $12,317,000 divide. Can't be right. Oh, it's 1 million. I'm sorry. 1 million divided by 12,317,000. Yeah. My calculator. %. So we're down 8%. Oh, Cortana, shut up. 8% in a global pandemic where people were sent home, told to wear masks and don't go to work and don't shake hands and don't do anything. Yet you guys were able to put together 1,391. And I'll go one step further, which is out on a limb, and suggest that we will have less cancellations, blasphemy, right? Less cancellations from the 1,391 than we did from the 1,719, because the only people that are out looking now are serious. And we had a whole bunch of crap going on. And then I took just the month of June, right? Because, you know, no question, March and April sucked rocks. June 1 through June 26, we did 271 opens for $1.7 million. June 1 through June 26 of this year, we were down for 15 sides only, 15 sides versus last year, but our open commission rate was 2.25 million versus 1.7 million. And then I went and looked at, okay, that's all fine and good, but the one thing we're talking about now more than anything is listings. June 1 through June 26, 193 listings. In 2019, we've actually taken more listings in June of 2020 with a total of 208. So that's an uptake of 15. 15 is a percentage of 193. 7% more listings this month than we did same month last year. which is the beginning of our June summer selling season, which is hot. So guys, I put it on a piece of paper. Dramatic pause. That deserves a pat on the back, a high five, the whole 9 yards. That is incredible that we've made up all that stuff for a pandemic. Now, don't get me wrong. We're still down 400 units and $1 million. $1 million is $1 million. It's a lot of money. Company dollars, almost 25%. So that's 250 grand for 5 months. That's 50 grand a month. That's not good. But in light of what has been going on with all of the riots and this, that, and the other thing, it's insane that we've done that well. So congrats, high five. This is the beginning, not the end of the surge. There are still, the disease is still out there. The virus is still out there. There's people going crazy. There's really lots of people going crazy. And they're going to be moving, and they're going to be moving to places like here, because our prices are so affordable compared to what's going on. Okay, a couple things for me. The new formats, just please stay engaged. There is so much going on, and we're doing a really good job of keeping the calendar focused and telling Angelique what stuff to put on there. So add the info@c2onbe.com calendar to your Google Calendar and look at it. There's really good stuff going on there. Just a gentle reminder, because I know we'll have the intention to get things done, but there's an email from Mike Puma with the app instructions to download our app, which has all kinds of really cool stuff in there for you. So plenty of classes on that. Just a reminder, I think Sarasota just announced that masks are required on the 1st, which is tomorrow. So masks are just required in public. I had to go out in public yesterday, and I keep one mask in one car and one mask in the other car, and I've always got a mask now. So be responsible, because there's civil penalties for not doing that. And really, just be kind and don't hurt anyone. Wear your mask in public, wear your mask at an open house. I did a boat tour on Saturday. I forgot my mask. I felt like a fool, but the 6 couples came and none of them had a mask either. So what do? They weren't worried about it. I wasn't worried about it, but we were socially distanced and on a boat out in the public airspace. So I guess it's okay. But your opinions are your opinions. You're going to be there. Just a reminder, we have a new independent contractor form out that has not been signed by everybody yet. It needs to get signed. There's some benefits in there for you, and that after $50,000 in gross commission, half of your 2% marketing fee we're taking away from you as a reward. And so the result in that is, and at the next $100,000 mark, the whole 1%, other 1% goes away. So in the end, we are capping the brand marketing fund from 2% of your gross commission to a maximum of $1,500. So as you grow your business into the higher levels, say you're doing 400,000 a year, 2% of 400,000 is $8,000. You're not going to pay more than 1,500, so you just got a $6,500 raise. Okay, that's cool stuff. And then here we go. Sales and office meeting changes. I've got the managers on screen right now because there's a group of people here to help you, right? And we all hear and we all care and we all make our living by helping you make a living, right? Because there ain't no revenue coming to this organization that does not come in participation with you creating a listing or making a sale and having a closing. There's no anything else. We don't get a transaction fee unless there's a closing. So we are all highly incentivized to make sure you are all productive, and we spend a lot of time talking about you, just so you know. So the change is, I'm going to keep this meeting down to about 30 minutes, just to update you and see what's going on. And then each manager is going to break out into their portals, into their Zoom rooms, and you're going to have more relevant office type of stuff, because, there are office type of stuff that needs to be talked about. There's floor schedules that need to be manned, that type of housekeeping type of stuff. But there's also a lot of camaraderie, and there's a lot of, my mom sent me a note yesterday. There's a new, I want to say it's a David Weekley product in Indian Rocks Beach. That should be known by all the people in Indian Rocks Beach. And while I speak of that, I had another call yesterday, and I hate these calls. Hey, Craig, who do you know at Lennar? Well, I know a lot of people at Lennar. Why? Because my buyer went and registered without me. Guys, I have done this. Watch with boom, boom. Beat my head on the wall. If you don't register your client at Lennar, you're not getting paid. Right? So just make it a rule. If you're going to a new home waterfront, a new home community, you better be registering your client or you're not going to get paid. They're stiffening up their policies. And I heard really hard yesterday that Lennar is double stiffening up. It's like, we don't need agents anymore. We'll pay them if they do their job, but if they don't do their job, we're not paying them. And that's like coming from the upper brass. So it's happened 1,000 times. We've talked about it 1,000 times. You meet the customer. This is a referral, a Navy Federal referral for Cardis. So we would have paid, you know, a 40% referral fee to Cardis for Navy Federal. Navy Federal would give this guy member benefit. Now he's not getting his member benefit. We're not getting a commission, and he's getting a house. And all because we didn't register. We told him about it, and he went straight there because he's a buyer, and he's in what we call buyer heat. So anyway, so I think the office meetings will help get a little more local camaraderie. We can do some more things together. Next Level University, Jeff and Mike talked about yesterday. The format of that is going to be earth shattering. So I just wanted to, I forgot this open on my screen, never mind. Google, Pinterest, messages. Where is it? Oh, screw it. I'll just blink again. So there's a process here. And what we don't want to do is put you into a situation where you have to be online, you know, for 6 hours a day, because that will literally, you know, turn your brain into mush. So you go to the Next Level registration page, which is emailed to you yesterday. It's going to be July 20th to the 22nd. And you get to pick and choose your sessions, kind of like going to a top agent event in Century 21. And you click here to explore the session. So the total reboot, close with the best 2020 ever. That's probably everybody should be there for the kickoff. And then you get to pick the ones you want. And when you start building your itinerary, you'll notice that it's not just going to be Jeff and Mike and myself. We're going to have everybody involved. So it should be a lot more interactive. You start building your inventory. And Mike, this is where I had a problem on Google Chrome. It worked really well on my cell phone, but it says fill out the short form below, select and register for your sessions you want to attend. And it didn't work for me. So I did work on my cell phone, but just so you can see what I ran into. But there's also—
Yeah, so real quick on that, most people seem to have gotten through just fine, but if my suggestion is, and I said this yesterday, do it from your phone, because your phone has a built-in calendar. Most of you, if you're on your desktop, you do not have a primary calendar that's living within the desktop that you're using on a regular basis. It's probably living within Gmail. You're using, you know, your calendar associated to your main account. So your computer doesn't know default wise to go find that within your browser and pull it up. It doesn't have that capability. So the only way to do it on a desktop is you physically have to download the file. Then you've got to upload that essentially to your calendar. It's a lot more tedious. Whereas if you do it from your phone has a built-in calendar, it will find the calendar and automatically want to assign it to it. And obviously you can select, if you've got multiple, select which one you want it to go to. But much more seamless from a mobile device, just because of the fact that the calendar is built in.
Gotcha. Jeff Began said 3% conventional and 3.25% FHA rates for discount loans. Mike, Deborah's back in. She lost her power and she wants to be invited back in. Cool. Anyway, so that's a link in your Next Level. And I'll tell you what, I can show you right here. I've updated this recently. No, that's not it. Anyway, Mike shared with me the registration forms. And as of about 2 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock yesterday, we had almost as many people registered who don't work for us than those who do. But don't worry, the room won't fill up because it's virtual. That's so cool. Cool. All right, where am I? COVID changes. You know, I just don't want you to think we're sitting around there, head up our rear ends. The world is changing and we are going to change with it. That's what good leadership does. As our leases expire, I mean, it makes me want to vomit when I walk into the Apollo Beach office, knowing I'm paying $13,000 a month for 11,000 square feet and there's 4 people in it. So just know, as our leases are coming up, we are negotiating with our landlords to right size our offices because we don't need as much space as we have. That is not a sign of weakness. That is a sign of strength because we're recognizing what the proper thing to do is, and we're going to take advantage of situations as they arise. So that is, once again, I don't want you thinking it's a sign of weakness. It's just doing the right thing. To have 11,000 square feet with 3 people in it is a waste, and we're not going to let that happen. So once leases start coming up, and then we're going to make them super nice too. We're not just going to, cut something down and make it a piece of shit. They're going to be beautiful. They'll be fully functional, fully staffed, but we just don't need as much space as we have now. Masks have been sent to all the offices. You need them. We bought 800, so there's like about 100 in every office. So I don't care if you buy them or not. It's just we have them. If the customers need them, they're available. We would like to charge $4 a piece because we paid $4 for the KN95 ones. But so don't feel like you have to go buy an inferior mask if you don't have any. Renovation loan training I did with a guy last week, which I thought was enlightening. In light of the short inventory that's out there, a lot of your lower down payment buyers can't afford to find a buyer fixer upper. So they're left out of inventory. And I think, Otis, you did a class in Tampa yesterday with the renovation guy too. So that's a real thing. The guy that did the class with me was Andy. Andy is also a certified instructor, and he's offered a class, which we've scheduled for July 29th from 9 to 12. You'll get 3 hours of continuing credit. And so that's just, put on your calendar, watch your emails, it comes up. Then on July 16th, I talked with OpCity last week. We're doing about 10 to 12 closings a month with OpCity, just so you know. Our leads are really good. My guy, what's his name? Donnie, said, hey, Craig, I can get you in with one of our national trainers if you want, just to do an advanced class for all your team, because you've got 165 people on your team. I said, hell yeah. So we scheduled July 16th at 1 o'clock. I'll send you an email. You have to register in advance. It'll send you a link, but that'll be an advanced OpCity training on July 16th, because these opportunities are just right there for the taking. I still have not done this. That's why it's on my list here. But Otis did a class on Google My Business, which I think would help all of us get more exposure. It's on the app and it's on c2mbe.tv, and a link was sent to your email. So I'd encourage you to watch that. Maybe I'll get a chance to do that today. Next Door Heroes is Realogy's attempt at working a deal with Home Depot, which I think is just kind of cool. Basically, seamlessly, you get a 25% discount on Home Depot stuff. If you buy a closing gift for a Next Door Hero, which you define what a Next Door Hero is, it's a 25% discount off a Home Depot gift card. And it's a little special, and you get different marketing flyers and stuff you can put on your Facebook and Instagram and take some credit for giving back in a tough time. Check your email. You need to RSVP for the leadership event. I don't know how they're going to do it. I know it's going to be virtual. It's not going to be in Hawaii, but they want you to RSVP. So a link went out to those who qualified, and you need to RSVP to get that going. So keep your emails out and looking. The week ahead, Angelique's been doing a great job with the info calendar. So just start planning your week, see what you want to do. I'm not going to do our onboarding today. Ashley, have you seen any more things coming out from AARP?
Yes, I believe the very end of last week, they are coming out with the flyer. So I'll send that out today on a whole nother link, just like I do with Grow Financial or Navy Fed, for everybody to have access to.
Good, because that's going to be
Good
some
forever. What?
All right, good. I'm doing good on time. So happy birth week this week. Today to Sybil Greaves from the Brandon office, Cheryl Crawford and Mike Reichenbach on tomorrow from Madeira Beach. Jeff, Uncle Tom's birthday is tomorrow too. It just has to be July 1. Angelique, we don't have Lily on here. Lily's birthday is on the 2nd. She'll be 9 years old, just so you know. It's my dog. July 3rd is Adam Kuchmeyer from South Tampa, Carlo Lassar from Sarasota on the 3rd, and Andrew Clement on the 5th from Madeira Beach. So happy birth week to you all. Leads down a little bit, mostly social ad engine. Century 21 and Zap. Guys, I don't know if you're paying attention, but almost every week, Century 21 and Zap leads are going up. And this is what they've been telling us for a while, that they're re-indexing the pages, and it's taken a while for Google to find century21.com. But that's 46 leads versus 35. Relo is down this week. OpCity was way down this week. Grow, we're not doing much with right now. Walk-ins were down from 14 to 9. Sign calls were up from 52 to 58. Zillow's not pushing anything out right now, but the Zillow beta team is up from 36 to 45, which is cranking leads. And social ad engine, we had 102 last week, only 5 this week. I'm sorry, 421 this week. And out of the blue, somehow Realtor.com sent us 5 leads, which they stopped sending us leads. So I don't know how all that stuff works, but it does. Deborah Haley, would you like to share your accomplishments with your Sun City team last week?
I would. Thank you so much. We did such a wonderful thing last week. My agents are just absolutely amazing. We delivered 121 hot meals on Thursday at noon. And if you remember, temperature was like 95 degrees to 121 clients here in town. Most of them have not had a hot meal. That's feedback that I've gotten in 3 months, and they were so excited to see the agents. So I'm so proud of them. Thomas delivered 25 meals. Sandy delivered 23. Betty delivered 13. Rose delivered 13. Jennifer Jordan delivered 11. Dick delivered 11. Raquel delivered 10. Helen delivered 6. Phil delivered 4. Chrissy delivered 3. And Lynn delivered 2. I'm so proud of you guys because this took a major effort. Aston Gardens was amazing. They had rushed everything out to our cars hot in nice, beautiful Aston Gardens bags and put them in the trunks of our cars so the agents can go. They didn't even have to get out of their cars. So I posted a lot of that on Facebook this week. I'm so proud of my team. It was just a wonderful thing they did.
Cool. All right, one last thing I want to share, and this is just something that got me a little excited yesterday. I want to just do a shout out. And this is really, truly, I'm still sharing, yes, really amazing. So the following agents, in light of, insensitivity, rioting, mass hysteria with a global pandemic, fear, not willing to shake hands. I mean, all the crazy crap we've been dealing with since really the beginning of March, but took that second week of March. This is a shout out. Laura Wolf has opened 24 sales from January through May, not counting what she's done in June. Does that impress anybody besides me? 24 open contracts. Martin from Sarasota, 24 open contracts. Sarah Myers, 21 transactions. Sandy Tams, 19 transactions. Katya, 19. Robin Bennett, 17. Chris Brown, 15. Aisha Moore, 15. Kelly Foreman, 14 deals in 5 months. Courtney Cody, 14. Joe Diener, 14. I mean, that's a full good year for a lot of people. Kelly Stritch in South Tampa, 14. Amber Mills, 13 and a half. Bob Dean, 13. Kim Hodgkins, 12. Heidi Seddon, 12. Randy Schuster, 12. Mandy Kaplan, 12. Mandy just recently joined us, and she's already a top producer in the company. Maria McNeil, 12 open transactions. Mindy Smith, 12 open transactions. Kim Bowden, 12 open transactions. John Evans, Kevin Friel, Jessica Beggin, Susie Witt-Zigman, and Devin Weiser, Rachel Jordan, and Helen Greiner, all with 11 transactions in the first 5 months of a global pandemic. I can't imagine what it would be like if we didn't have that slowdown. Lorene Gauthier and Devonna Keenel with 9. I mean, that is a well-rounded representative sampling of every one of our offices with certain agents in every office, outperforming really the marketplace. And it just begs the question to me, what's holding you back, right? And that's not in a negative way. The thought is, you know, the 4-minute mile is impossible to run until somebody does it. It's impossible for Laura to do 24 transactions in this pandemic in the first 5 months. Bullshit. It's not impossible. She did it. Right? So it should be inspiring, I hope, to some of you, because it's being done. So my little thought here was, you know, maybe reach out, emulate, go look at their Facebook, go see what they're doing on Instagram. Just maybe emulate what this mindset is that enables them to produce at such a high level in a marketplace that, what is it? They're just people. They put on their pants one leg at a time like everybody else, but they're outperforming at a certain level. So just a slow stagger down. That's a lot of really good people. It's 33 people. That's 30 people that I just called out with 9 or more transactions. And I just wanted to call that out. All right. A real quick, let's jump into the management side. Anybody have anything you want to say specifically? Chris, you want to invite people to your Apollo Beach meeting? Jeff, any words of encouragement to talk about the surge?
No, just notice Puma's post this morning and bang that drum, guys. We need inventory, and just talk to people and just plant the seeds and talk them into considering selling is all you can do. And then get them the better house for them, whether it's big or smaller. But just reach out, guys. You're gonna, it's nuts, the opportunity that's here. That's all.
It really is nuts. Here's Puma's post. Got a home to sell? We need more inventory. Pretty simple. Send it out.
I would like to remind everybody to ask for outgoing referrals, obviously, but on my plane, I got 1 outgoing referral and a potential affinity program out of Arizona.
Wow.
Just for talking to people.
That's, yep. And you can't help yourself when it comes to talking to people.
You know what? I did a really good job, actually. I let them talk and then I figured out what they needed. So I'm just there to help.
There you go.
It's
So
a
what was
long
like
flight.
on an airplane? The middle seat is empty, I hear. So you get a window, aisle, and a window.
The middle is usually open. I think that my first flight got a little bit crowded. So they were saying on the intercom, if you have a problem with sitting next to somebody, come to us now and they would rebook you. But I didn't have anybody next to me immediately and everybody had to wear their masks. So.
Wow. Crazy. Joe, final passing words?
Yes, Craig, I'm going to plug my contract class tomorrow. Excuse me, Thursday from 10:30.
Joe, you're staggering and we're not hearing.
To noon, we're going to be comparing and contrasting the 2 contracts and going, oh, you can find it on the right now. I said we're going to have my contract class on Thursday from 10:30 to noon. So go into the company calendar and there'll be a link for that.
Good. I'm going to repeat what you said because your sound is really bad. So Joe's doing a comparison class between the as-is contract and the regular contract from 10:30 till noon on Thursday, and his Zoom room is located on the c2nbe.com calendar. Perfect.
Thank you.
Craig, I've got a business builder class tomorrow at 9:30, right after the meeting for half an hour.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, so jump in and learn some learn some tips on business builder.
Chris, you got a class planned for tomorrow, the motivational pick me up?
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to talk about sales skills coming up to Beckens University. So tomorrow we're going to talk about DISC, VAK, and rapport building, just going over those basics, understanding who you are, how to best communicate with people, and how also to communicate with yourself, because that's the most important conversation you have to have.
Hey, Craig, let me add one last thing to the agents that are watching right now. Next level, I want to remind you guys, it's the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, okay? But sign up. But also, if you have other agents, right, that you know that you think might benefit
I
by being
did
part of
like
this
follow
company,
that.
talk to your manager because there's a recruiting bonus in it for you guys if you think they come over, and invite them to come and attend these sessions with you to see if they get a flavor and a feel for the company. Because guys, the lifeblood of our business is agents, just like lifeblood of your business's listings. So if you think there's some people that might be interested or benefit from coming to this one, talk to your manager, make sure we register them to you on your behalf and your name so you get the bonus. But take this opportunity to share some knowledge with some people you think might be great on our team.
Awesome. Kathleen said she's doing a class today at 9:30 on backup contracts. And she got kicked out of the internet somehow, so that's why she's not on. Otis, any passing words?
Yeah, eat, breathe, sleep listings. Go after them. Be aware of where they are, and then know where your builders are. They also have inventory. We're in a shortage of inventory.
Eat.
So go get eat, breathe, sleep listings. Go after them for 3 months, and then know your inventory with the builders. So that way, when you have buyers, you can kick those over to the builders because they have the inventory.
And
But as far as listings go, I'm sorry.
make sure you register your buyers with the builders.
Yeah, be aware. Be aware of what's going on. Let them know. Let the builders know you got people.
Thomas, I suspect you have a motivational quote for us somewhere around there.
Ability is what you're capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do. Attitude determines how well you do it. Let's go kick some ass, guys.
All right. Good. Well, on that note, I'm going to end, and then you guys can log into Chris's room or Otis's room or Thomas's room or Joe's room or Deborah's room, or I guess that's it. Jeff's room, maybe. Or Otis doing that. Cool. All right. Well, I did it in 9:10, so we'll work on these details and get it going. But happy Tuesday, guys. I'm really, 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 really impressed with those numbers. I mean, it sucks being down $1 million in 400 units, but to only be down $1 million in 400 units is really, really strong. So spread that news because it's very, very encouraging. Happy Tuesday.